Hey everyone, and welcome back for another Save File Residence overview. And this week we are visiting Tartosa. And much like the last two episodes, I am going to do all the households in one video. Let's meet the families. And we are starting with the Serrano-Torres household. Diego and Bianca recently got engaged. Bianca is excited to start planning their big day. But Bianca has turned into a bridezilla. Diego is having second thoughts. Can they turn things around before the big day, or will Bianca be left at the altar? And this is the Serrano-Torres house. Here's the front. And I am struggling because I've been playing another game and everything's backwards. And here's the back. And this is the first floor. You have a living room and a kitchen, open floor plan, and then you have a bathroom. And it's very pink and gray. I feel like this is Bianca's influence. And then upstairs you have one bedroom and a bathroom and a little office area. There's not a lot going on with this. It's kind of minimal. Anyway, that is the house. So let's meet the household. And we are starting with Diego. And for his aspiration, he wants to be a jungle explorer. For his career, he is a mailroom technician in the business career, which is level 1. For his skills, he is level 1 in charisma and level 3 in fitness, handiness, logic, and rock climbing. For his traits, he's active, adventurous, and good, and he has the collector aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes rock climbing and fitness, and he dislikes painting. For music, he likes alternative and world music, and he dislikes S-pop. His favorite colors are yellow and blue, and he dislikes pink, which is funny because he lives in a house where most of the decor is pink. For sim characteristics, he likes high-energy sims and spirited sims, and he dislikes egotistical sims. And for conversation topics, he likes flirtation and affection, and he dislikes arguments. And he is not part of any clubs. And this is his fiancée, Bianca, and for her aspirations, she wants to find her soulmate. She works as a paper deliverer in the critic career, which is level 1. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma, level 3 in mixology, homestyle cooking, writing, baking, and photography. For her traits, she is a foodie, high maintenance, and self-absorbed, and she has the alluring aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes romance and S-pop and dislikes world music. For hobbies and skills, she likes photography and cooking and dislikes rock climbing. Her favorite colors are pink and white, and she dislikes yellow. For sim characteristics, she likes emotional decision makers and egotistical sims and dislikes rascals. For conversation topics, she likes gossip and compliments and dislikes complaints. And she is not part of any clubs. But that is the Serrano-Torres household, so we will move on to the next household. Next up is the LAVIGNE household. Augustus is a descendant of Antoine Thebe, one of the most prominent founders of Tartosa. He and his wife, Lorelei, moved into the ancestral home after they were married. As the current patriarch of the LAVIGNE legacy, Augustus feels pressure to protect his family's name and reputation. Cherie is newly engaged to Gideon. Augustus worries Gideon is only marrying Cherie for her money and status. Can he prove Gideon really loves his daughter, or will he prove his attraction is only monetary? And this is the LAVIGNE house. This is the front, and this is the back. And if this house looks familiar, or any of these houses look familiar, I did replicate them from The Sims 3 Monte Vista, because that's actually one of my favorite worlds in The Sims 3. Anyway, so that is the outside. So let's look at the inside. And this is the first floor. You have a lot of rooms. Here's the main entrance, and it's like a formal living room. And to the left, you have a dining room, a big kitchen, an outdoor dining area, a bathroom, and then over here you have a gym and a bathroom, another living room or sitting area, and then the family room. And then upstairs you have the bedrooms, Cherie's and Gideon's room, August's room, and then you have like I guess that would be kind of like a butler's quarters. The toddlers' rooms, I can't remember their names, Camilla and Gage. And then over here you have Lorelei's and Augustus's room. That is the house, so let's meet the household. And this is Augustus, the patriarch of the family. And for his aspiration, he wants to be a freelance botanist. For his career, he is a futures trader in the investor branch of the business career, which is level 7. For his skills, he is level 5 in charisma, gardening, logic, writing, and parenting. For his skills, he is a bookworm, he's a bro, and he loves the outdoors, and he has the collector aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes classical and retro, and dislikes electronica. For hobbies and skills, he likes gardening and writing, and dislikes baking. His favorite colors are brown and green, and he dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, he likes cerebral sims and nature enthusiasts, and he dislikes egotistical sims. And for conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts and affection, and dislikes malicious interactions. And he is not part of any clubs. Next up is his wife, Lorelei. And for her aspiration, she wants a big happy family, which she's well on her way of having. She works as a head caterer in the chef branch of the culinary career, which is level 6. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma, level 5 in gardening, gourmet cooking, baking, and parenting, and she has reached level 10 or maxed homestyle cooking. For her traits, she's a foodie, she loves the outdoors, and is outgoing, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes classical and singer-songwriter and dislikes metal. For hobbies and skills, she likes gardening and cooking and dislikes DJ mixing. For conversation topics, she likes compliments and affection and dislikes gossip. For sim characteristics, she likes family-motivated sims and pet enthusiasts, and she dislikes ambitionless sims. And her favorite colors are gray and green, and she dislikes orange. And she is not part of any clubs. Next up is their daughter, Cherie, however you want to say it. For her aspiration, she wants to find her soulmate. She thinks that she has found it with Gideon, but her family's not so sure that he's the one for her. She works as a freelance fashion photographer. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma and level 3 in painting and photography. For her traits, she is romantic, family-oriented, and she loves the outdoors, and she has the alluring aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes pop and romance and dislikes summer strut. For hobbies and skills, she likes photography and painting and dislikes media production. For conversation topics, she likes physical intimacy and affection, and she dislikes potty humor. For sim characteristics, she likes family-motivated sims and nature enthusiasts, and she dislikes emotional decision makers. And her favorite colors are blue and purple, and she dislikes orange, and she is not part of any clubs. Next up is her fiance, Gideon Latham. For his aspiration, he wants to be fabulously wealthy. He's very money focused. For his career, he is an uncredited extra in the actor career, which is level 1. For his skills, he's level 3 in fitness, comedy, charisma, dancing, singing, and acting. For his traits, he's romantic, materialistic, and self-absorbed, and he has the business savvy aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes alternative and romance and dislikes classical. For hobbies and skills, he likes comedy and singing and dislikes fishing. For conversation topics, he likes physical intimacy and flirtation, and he dislikes compliments. For sim characteristics, he likes egotistical sims and romance enthusiasts, and he dislikes rascals. And his favorite colors are blue and green, and he dislikes red. And he is not part of any clubs either. Next up is Augustus and Lorelei's oldest son, August. And I don't know what's going on with his face, but he's not very happy looking. For his aspiration, he wants to be an extreme sports enthusiast. He just likes snowboarding and skiing and rock climbing and all of those extreme sports. He is a C student in high school. For his skills, he's level 1 in charisma. I'd probably also give him level 1 in a few of the extreme sports as well. For his traits, he's active and adventurous, and he has the high metabolism aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes rock climbing and fitness and dislikes robotics. For music, he likes alternative and hip-hop and dislikes island music. His favorite colors are gray and green, and he dislikes red. And for sim characteristics, he likes high-energy sims and nature enthusiasts, and he dislikes homebody sims. And I didn't give him conversation topics. That was probably an oversight on my part. I probably just forgot to give it to him. And he is not part of any clubs. Next up is the youngest daughter, Camilla. For her skills, she's level 1 in movement, which it looks like she's gaining right now, so it might be different in your game. And for her traits, she is independent, and that is all. And last is her, I guess, twin brother, Gage. And for his skills, he has none. And for his trait, he is silly. But that is the Lavigne household. So we will move on to the next household. Next up is the Galanis household. Talia was left at the altar by the love of her life, Philip. It turns out she wasn't the love of his life. Now single and living with her parents, Talia wonders if she'll ever find love again. And this is the Galanis house. This is the front. There's not a lot going on in the back, except for in the backyard. There's a little shed and some playground equipment and a little garden. And this is the first floor. You have a foyer, and then you have a living room, an office, a bathroom, kitchen, and an outdoor dining area. And then upstairs you have the bedrooms. You have Christopher's and Melanie's room, Deacon's room, a bathroom, Atticus's room, and Talia's room. So that is the house. So let's meet the household. And we are starting with Christopher. For his aspiration, he wants to have a big happy family. He just wants his kids to be happy. And he's not a big fan of Phillips and wasn't to begin with, but even less so now that he hurt his one and only daughter. For his career, he is a short story writer in the author branch of the writer career, which is level 6. For his skills, he's level 1 in charisma, level 5 in comedy, logic, and parenting, and level 7 in writing. For his traits, he is a goofball, a bookworm, and family-oriented, and he has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes for music, he likes singer-songwriter and retro and dislikes new disco. For hobbies and skills, he likes comedy and writing and dislikes fitness. His favorite colors are yellow and brown, and he dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, he likes funny sims and cerebral sims, and he dislikes rascals. And for conversation topics, he likes discussing hobbies and interests, and he dislikes pranks. And he is not part of any clubs. Next up is his wife, Melanie. And this is Melanie, and for her aspirations, she wants to have a successful lineage. She wants her kids to succeed in life, whatever that looks like. She is a plant nerd in the botanist branch of the gardening career, which is level 5. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma, level 5 in cooking, baking, parenting, flower arranging, and cross-stitching, and level 6 in gardening and logic. She has a lot more skills than Christopher does, now that I've noticed. But anyway, for her traits, she is cheerful, family-oriented, and loves the outdoors, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes for music, she likes singer-songwriter and retro, and dislikes S-pop. For hobbies and skills, she likes cross-stitching and gardening, and dislikes handiness. For conversation topics, she likes compliments and affection and dislikes deception. For sim characteristics, she likes family-motivated sims and nature enthusiasts, and she dislikes pessimistic sims. And her favorite colors are blue and gray, and she dislikes orange. And she is not part of any club. And this is Talia, and for her aspiration, she wants to find her soulmate. She was crushed when Philip left her at the altar, which is understandable. She thought she was going to spend the rest of her life with this man, and he didn't feel the same. For her career, she is a palette cleaner in the painter career, which is level 1. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma, level 3 in painting and photography. For her traits, she is an art lover, romantic, and family-oriented, and she has the alluring aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes for music, she likes pop and romance and dislikes new age music. For hobbies and skills, she likes photography and painting and dislikes handiness. For conversation topics, she likes physical intimacy, flirtation, and affection, and she dislikes malicious interactions. For sim characteristics, she likes idealistic sims, romance enthusiasts, and family-motivated sims, and she dislikes emotional decision makers. And her favorite colors are purple and white, and she dislikes brown. And she is not part of any clubs. But before we move on to her brothers, Talia is not a stranger to my channel. In my Salvador family, she married my founder, Orion, and they had a daughter, so she ended up in my game finding true love after all. It took a while, but she found it. Next up is Deacon, and for his aspiration, he wants to be a serial romantic. He doesn't really care about finding his soulmate. He's a teenager. He knows that he has plenty of time. He is a C student in high school. For his skills, he is level 1 in charisma. For his traits, he is romantic and a music lover, and he has the alluring aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes alternative and romance and dislikes easy listening. For hobbies and skills, he likes dancing and guitar, and he dislikes video games. For conversation topics, he likes flirtation and compliments and dislikes discussing hobbies. For sim characteristics, he likes idealistic sims and romance enthusiasts, and he dislikes argumentative sims. And his favorite colors are orange and blue, and he dislikes pink, and he is not part of any clubs. And last is the other twin, Atticus. For his aspiration, he wants to be a computer whiz. He's not romantic at all. He doesn't really care that much about finding anything. He just likes his video games. He likes computers. He likes all of that. He doesn't really care that much about anything else, any relationships or anything like that. And I just realized how much he looks like his dad. Just seeing them side by side, it just, wow. He is a C student in high school, which I would probably bump up to like an A or a B. For his skills, he is level 1 in charisma. I would also give him programming and probably a little bit of logic and maybe video gaming. And for his traits, he is a geek and outgoing, and he has the quick learner aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes programming and video gaming and dislikes pipe organ. For music, he likes alternative and electronica and dislikes backyard music. His favorite colors are yellow and blue, and he dislikes brown. For sim characteristics, he likes cerebral sims and homebody sims, and he dislikes pessimistic sims. And for conversation topics, he likes discussing hobbies, discussing interests, and deep thoughts, and he dislikes silly behavior. And he is not part of any clubs. That is the Galanis household, so we will move on to the next household. Next up is the Bianchi family. Liliana has been married before, but that marriage ended badly, forcing her to relocate to Tartosa with her kids. Fast forward a few years, and she's dating Peter. He's everything her ex-husband wasn't. The kids love him, and he loves them. She's thinking of asking him to move in with her. And this is the Bianchi house. This is the front, and this is the back. This is the first floor. This is the main entrance. You have a living room. Over here you have an office, and then you have a bathroom, the stairs leading up to the second floor, and a kitchen. And upstairs you have the bedrooms. You have Liliana's room, the twins Chiara and Alessia's room, and then you have Marco's room, and you have some bathrooms. And this is just a spare bedroom. That is the house, so let's meet the household. And we are starting with Liliana, and for her aspiration, she wants a big, happy family. She wants to give her kids the family that she's always dreamed of, the parents, and a good relationship. I'm not really sure what actually happened. I've never really thought too much about it with her first marriage, the father of her children. I just know she left wherever she came from and went to Tartosa to get away from him. So I don't really know. She is an intrepid instructor in the professor branch of the education career, which is level 6. For her skills, she's level 5 in charisma, homestyle cooking, logic, baking, parenting, rock climbing, and dancing. And she is level 6 in research and debate. For her traits, she is romantic, adventurous, and family-oriented, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes singer-songwriter and romance, and dislikes metal. For hobbies and skills, she likes dancing and rock climbing, and dislikes robotics. For conversation topics, she likes flirtation and affection, and dislikes deception. For sim characteristics, she likes family-motivated sims and high-energy sims, and she dislikes emotional decision-makers. And her favorite colors are gray and pink, and she dislikes orange. And she is not part of any clubs. Next up is her oldest son, Marco. For his aspiration, he wants to be a master maker. He likes tinkering and stuff. He's very mechanically minded, I guess. Maybe he wants to be a mechanical engineer whenever he goes to university. He is a C student in high school. For his skills, he's level 1 in charisma. I would probably give him a little bit of handiness or fabrication as well, like level 1 maybe. For his traits, he is a maker, a perfectionist, and he has the muser aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes handiness and robotics, and he dislikes rocket science. For music, he likes alternative and singer-songwriter and dislikes lullabies. His favorite colors are red and black, and he dislikes orange. For sim characteristics, he likes idealistic sims and cerebral sims, and he dislikes egotistical sims. For conversation topics, he likes discussing interests and deep thoughts, and he dislikes gossip. And he is not part of any clubs. Next up is Kiara. For her aspirations, she wants to be a rambunctious scamp. She is a C student in grade school and also a llama scout. For her skills, she's level 1 in motor, which it looks like she's gaining right now, so it might be different in your game, and level 1 in charisma. For her traits, she's outgoing. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes kids radio and dislikes lullabies. For hobbies and skills, she likes fitness and dislikes cross-stitching. For conversation topics, she likes silly behavior and dislikes pranks. For sim characteristics, she likes spirited sims and she dislikes homebody sims. And her favorite color is blue and she dislikes red. And she is not part of any clubs. Next up, Alessia. And for her aspiration, she wants to be a whiz kid. She is a C student in grade school, which I'd probably bump it up to at least a B. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma. I would probably also give her a little bit of mental. For her traits, she is a geek. For her likes and dislikes, for music, she likes kids radio and dislikes metal. For hobbies and skills, she likes video gaming and dislikes fitness. For conversation topics, she likes deep thoughts and dislikes malicious interactions. For sim characteristics, she likes cerebral sims and dislikes high energy sims. And her favorite color is orange and she dislikes pink. She's the only one in the family that likes orange, and she is not part of any clubs. But that is the Bianchi household, so we will move on to the next household. Next up is the Florentino household. After having bad luck in love for most of his young adult life, Peter has finally found the woman of his dreams. Liliana is everything he's hoped for. He's planning to propose soon, but is worried she might say no. And this is the Florentino house. This is the front, and this is the back. And this one's probably my favorite house in Tartosa. And this is the first floor. You have a kitchen, an office, and a living room, and an outdoor dining area. Upstairs, you have 2 bedrooms, an empty one, and then you have a couple bathrooms, and this is Peter's room. But there's not a lot going on in this house, but I just love the layout of the house, and it's just one of my favorite houses in Tartosa. This is Peter, and for his aspiration, he wants to find his soulmate. Like the description says, he's not really had very much luck in the romance department, but then he met Liliana, and he's head over heels in love with her, to the point that he wants to marry her. He loves her kids, he loves everything about her and her kids. He works as a color theory critic in the Patron of the Arts branch of the critic career, which is level 7. For his skills, he's level 5 in charisma, gardening, and logic, and level 8 in painting. For his traits, he is an art lover, good, and loves the outdoors, and he has the alluring aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes gardening and painting, and dislikes media production. For music, he likes world music and classical music, and he dislikes spooky music. His favorite colors are blue and brown, and he dislikes purple. For sim characteristics, he likes idealistic sims and nature enthusiasts, and he dislikes egotistical sims. And for conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts and affection and dislikes arguments. And he is not part of any clubs. Anyway, that is Peter, so we will move on to the final household. And the final household is probably the least exciting as far as story goes, least dramatic, I guess, which is the Ricci house. Lorenzo and Isabella have lived in Tartosa since they were married and had their honeymoon here 30 years ago. Now Lorenzo is the officiant to most weddings and Isabella is the entertainer. They wanted their son Enzo to join the family business, but he had other dreams. With no one to take over when they're retired, Lorenzo and Isabella worry who will be the next generation of wedding officiant and entertainment. And this is the Ricci house. This is the front. It's very simple. And here's the back. Very, very simple. And this is the first floor. You have a living room, a kitchen, a bathroom, and you have like a little office area. And then upstairs you have the bedrooms. You have Lorenzo and Isabella's room, and then you have Enzo's room and an extra bathroom. But that is the house, so let's meet the household. And we are starting with Lorenzo. And for his aspiration, he wants to be the neighborhood confidant. For his career, does not have one. I would probably, whenever I update this, probably give him like wedding officiant, custom career. For his skills, he is level 5 or maxed photography, and he has reached level 10 or maxed charisma, guitar, handiness, logic, writing, and parenting. For his traits, he is cheerful, romantic, and family-oriented, and he has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes retro and romance, and he dislikes metal. For hobbies and skills, he likes photography and writing, and dislikes programming. His favorite colors are brown and green, and he dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, he likes optimistic sims and family-motivated sims, and he dislikes ambitionless sims. And for conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts and affection, and dislikes small talk. And he is not part of any clubs. Next up is his wife, Isabella, and for her aspiration, she wants to be a musical genius. I would probably fix that a little bit because she does have some skills in the instruments, in a few of the instruments. She does not have a career. I would probably give her a custom career as well as like wedding entertainer or whatever. For her skills, she has reached level 10 or maxed charisma, guitar, piano, violin, baking, singing, pipe organ, and parenting. She's been busy. For her traits, she is a goofball, music lover, and family-oriented, and she has the muser aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes violin and piano and dislikes DJ mixing. For music, she likes classical and romance and dislikes metal. For conversation topics, she likes jokes and pranks and dislikes potty humor. For sim characteristics, she likes idealistic sims and funny sims, and she dislikes emotional decision makers. And her favorite colors are orange and green, and she dislikes yellow. And she is not part of any clubs. Lastly is their son, their only son, Enzo, which is on his phone right now. Would you please quit? And for his aspiration, he wants to be a nerd brain. He works as a code monkey in the tech guru career, which is level 3. For his skills, he's level 1 in charisma and level 3 in comedy, programming, handiness, logic, rocket science, video gaming, and robotics. I don't know why I gave him all of those skills. For his traits, he is a goofball, ambitious, and outgoing, and he has the quick learner aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes alternative and singer-songwriter and dislikes new age. For hobbies and skills, he likes comedy and programming and dislikes cross-stitching. His favorite colors are black and green, and he dislikes brown. For sim characteristics, he likes funny sims and hardworking sims, and he dislikes ambitionless sims. And for conversation topics, he likes stories and jokes and dislikes arguments. And he is not part of any clubs. But that is the Ricci household. And those are the households of Tartosa. I guess that is all from me for now. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye!